should you invest in certifications when it comes to learning digital marketing? Because you've probably seen that there's a whole heap of different companies offering certification in certain areas. It's confusing, right? You don't know which one to go for. You don't even know if they're actually necessary. It could be an additional expense. And are you actually just wasting your money with these certifications? Well, let me tell you the truth about the matter, because I've got 20 odd years experience in digital marketing, first-hand experience, not theory, actually working first-hand in the field, generating conversions, building audiences, doing all that good stuff. So what do I think? Well, there is one circumstance when I think certification is a good idea, and that is if you want to work for someone else. So if you want to have a boss, an employer, then it might be a good idea if you want to go down that marketing road. But I think a degree in marketing is going to outweigh any certification from Google or someone else. So what if you want to run your own business and you don't want to work for someone else? Well, listen, marketing is really like a street fight. And as you probably know, there are no rules in a street fight. Marketing is exactly the same. So Google and other companies will come along. They're going to say, these are the rules of marketing. This is how you have to do things. You have to abide by these guidelines. But take it from me, you don't have to follow their advice. You don't have to play their game, because they have their own view on how marketing should be done. But it really is a street fight, and we make up the rules as we go along. You know, there's certain things, certain lines that we don't cross. So obviously you don't scam anyone, you don't steal, you don't do anything shady or unethical. Once you follow that moral code, I think you're going to be okay. Because if you are convinced that you need certification in order to do marketing, then guess what? You are competing with only the people who are doing the same type of marketing as you. And you're not going to be able to compete with the professionals who take those guidelines and take those certifications and qualifications with a pinch of salt, because we know the only thing that actually really matters when it comes to marketing is conversion. So we have to get that. Once we know how to get conversions, we don't need the certifications, we don't need all those qualifications and that kind of thing, because we have demonstrated that we know what we're doing. And we've demonstrated it through actually doing it by generating conversions for real, not theory. So for theory stuff, those certifications and all that stuff is okay. You know, you'll learn the theory, but nothing beats hands-on real world experience. And that is where you will learn that it is like a street fight. So these certification courses, it's like a karate tournament, right? They'll say, these are the rules, you have to follow this. If you do anything that isn't in line with these rules, you will receive a penalty. And that is one approach to marketing. And generally speaking, that is the approach that people who don't really achieve very much tend to go down, or it takes them a very long time to see any meaningful results. I know someone who is 100% in that camp. They completely believe that certification is the only way to learn marketing. And guess what? Their business is really struggling because they won't employ other techniques. And listen, I'm not talking about using black hat techniques. If you approach marketing, especially SEO, with black hat techniques, those results that you get are going to be very short-lived. So I'm not talking about black hat here. What I am talking about is using very persuasive copy. So a lot of what we do to get that conversion comes down to effective sales copy. And we have to use psychological techniques. Some people view this as a form of manipulation, using techniques like NLP. I don't think so. I don't believe that you can persuade someone to do something they don't want to do. I think the point of using techniques like NLP and other persuasion methods is to make your message clearer and easier to understand. I think that's what good marketing is supposed to do. It's not supposed to lie to someone. It's not supposed to try and take their money unethically. What it's supposed to do is show the benefits of what you've got to offer and then demonstrate that in such a way where it makes absolute common sense for them to pay you for that product. That's just good marketing. As long as we are doing everything that is legal and ethical, I believe everything else is fair game. So when it comes to certification, they're not going to tell you the real secrets of marketing. They're not going to drill down into the actual nuts and bolts that really get results. No, they're going to tell you that it's slow and steady wins the race. And there is some truth to that. But if you want to get results fast, I'm talking like within weeks instead of months, then you have to take shortcuts. You have to be willing to throw in a few sneaky jabs here and there because it is a street fight. And ultimately, I think if you're doing right by your customers and your audience, then everything is okay. If you're not lying to them, I know you wouldn't do that because you're here watching this. And I create my content to attract a very specific type of audience, and only people who have a strong moral code, who want to get results fast, but want to do it in such a way that delivers value to their audiences and their customers. And I commend you for it. But be careful about who you do trust, who you do listen to on the internet. And some of these certification courses really aren't, they're all cracked up to be. They have rehashed, regurgitated information that you can get anywhere, and it's packaged in such a way that it seems desirable on the surface, but when you go through it and when you actually complete the certification, it's meaningless, it's worthless. And if you are looking for a job working for someone else and you believe that certification is the way to go, just stick with Google. And I know that's controversial, but that's kind of the point. And if you really want to get good at marketing, stop listening to gurus. Instead, watch what they are doing. So watch what successful people do, not what they say. And when you see what a lot of gurus are doing, find the commonalities between them and start doing that for yourself. Because that is the actual key to success through digital marketing. It's not by following someone. It's not by listening to the words they say. It's by modeling them, modeling their actions, looking at what they do, and then taking a piece of that for yourself, and then seeing what other people are doing, how they are achieving success, and finding the patterns in that. So if there's one lesson here that I want to give you, it's to do that. It's to watch what people are doing, not listen to the words they say, but watch their actions. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters in your business is conversion. So certification, techniques, all these traffic strategies, everything, none of it matters unless it results in conversions. So to get those conversions, you have to watch how people in your market, the successful people in your space, are achieving results. And then you model that. That's it. That's the secret. That in itself is going to save you a lot of time and effort. That's my advice. That's my honest to God thoughts and opinions and feelings. But bear in mind that you also have to know why they're doing it. Because sure, you can see Guru X running a Facebook campaign, but you don't know behind the scenes what's really going on with that. So don't take things at face value. What you might have to do is actually investigate behind the scenes, go through their funnels, see what they're doing, and then figure out why they're doing it. Because you don't know at what stage that Facebook campaign is running. You don't know what stage of the funnel they're running that. So it could be a retargeting campaign. So you might copy that and then try and run that to cold traffic. What's going to happen? You're going to fail. It's not going to work. So you need to know the exact stage of the funnel that they are running their campaigns and creating content for. Once you know that, then you know how to model them. Then you know what works. And then you'll be able to find the commonalities between the most successful people in your niche. So that's it. I hope you found it useful. If you have found it useful, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and then subscribe to the channel if you want more of this kind of stuff from me. Take care. Stay safe.